All right, next question from the Lorie Burch mailbag is, Dear Lorie, a friend of mine is considering using a prepaid legal plan service to create her will and power of attorney. Rather than online forms, I understand these documents are actually created by lawyers, but I really don't know how that works. Since you were so helpful when creating my will, I wanted to see if there was any advice you might have about these types of legal services that I can pass on to my friend. Of course, I am persuading her to hire you to prepare these documents. Thanks a lot. Thanks in advance for your help. Tina in Colleyville. That is a very great question. Unlike online forms or these will kits where you're completely on your own, there are these legal service plans that I have experienced where it actually is a law firm that helps prepare these documents. So you do get that advantage of having someone who is licensed in Texas that is preparing this. However, there still are a lot of drawbacks, in my opinion, with that approach. From what I've seen from many of these plans is you're filling out a worksheet or information on your own, you submit them, and then they send them back for you to sign. So you still are missing the hands-on customized approach that you're going to get being able to really sit down with an estate planning attorney and saying, these are our specific circumstances, what is some of the considerations we should have. Also, there may not be the more advanced type planning. This is usually pretty basic. So some of the advanced planning that you may need or other specific circumstances such as unmarried partners, or if you have small children and you need to factor in guardianships and trust planning, or if you have property in other states or businesses, there's just a lot of other specifics where you may need to have something a little bit more specialized rather than just this generic planning. Furthermore, one of the things that you might not be getting, that you might be shortchanged on, is not just how a document is set up, such as a will or power of attorney, but how are your bank accounts set up? How are your beneficiaries designated? Are they being directed in the right place? So that really is one of the drawbacks, one of the major drawbacks in getting things done in a real general sense, even though it is being prepared by attorneys. Another thing that I have seen is that it's not necessarily as comprehensive when there's just a few forms that are really being filled out rather than full planning, such as HIPAA release for medical records, designation of guardian for yourself in case of later incapacity, or appointment of agent to handle funeral, burial, cremation. So there's just some other documents that you can find out more information about on my website that I would recommend that people have, that some of these prepaid legal plans don't always have. Another thing that I'll say that I've encountered a lot is a lot of them just send the documents to you to get signed on your own, to find the witnesses and the notary, and I found a lot of people don't actually take that next step, and there are many banks that don't feel comfortable overseeing that process. So one of the things that you may not even be able to do is get them signed and executed properly. And I get asked this question a lot, and just because you have something written out when it comes to a will or a power of attorney, if it is not signed, it's not valid. That can't be submitted as evidence or anything like that. So once again, there is a tremendous value to sitting down with a qualified professional estate planning attorney to help guide you through these very important decisions, because they are critical and your family and your loved ones really are relying on you to get it done the right way. If you have more questions or want more information, please visit our website, or you can see other Hot Topic editions on our YouTube page, and of course don't forget to like us on Facebook. Until next time, remember, if you don't have a will, the state of Texas has one for you.